Picture this. Someone accuses you publicly, questions your integrity, or attacks your character. Your first instinct? Defend yourself. Explain your position. Set the record straight. But Niccolo Machiavelli would tell you this is exactly how you lose power. Today, you'll learn his counterintuitive strategy that flips the entire dynamic in your favor. The moment you start defending yourself, something subtle but devastating happens. You accept the frame that you're on trial. You legitimize the accusation by treating it as worthy of response. You signal that others have the authority to judge you. This is psychological submission disguised as strength. Machiavelli understood that power isn't about being right. It's about controlling the narrative. When someone attacks you and you defend, they become the prosecutor, and you become the defendant. They set the terms, choose the battlefield, and force you to play by their rules. You've already lost before you speak. Here's the dark psychology. Defending yourself creates doubt where none existed. When someone says you're selfish and you respond with reasons why you're not, you inadvertently plant the seed. The audience thinks, why is he explaining so much? Maybe there's truth to it. Silence would have killed the accusation immediately. Strategic silence is your first weapon. When accused, pause. Let the silence hang heavy. Watch your accuser squirm as they realize their attack landed in a void. Silence forces them to fill the gap, often escalating their accusations until they look unhinged. You remain calm, composed, untouchable. The second technique is deflection without acknowledgement. Don't defend the accusation, redirect the conversation entirely. If someone says you're arrogant, don't say, no, I'm not. Instead, say confidence threatens the insecure or simply interesting perspective. You acknowledge nothing while subtly turning the spotlight back on them. Reframing is your nuclear option. Take their attack and transform it into a strength. Your ruthless becomes I'm decisive. Your cold becomes I'm objective. You think you're better than us becomes I don't limit myself to mediocrity. You're not defending, you're redefining the terms entirely. The power of this approach lies in status dynamics. High-status individuals don't explain themselves to lower-status people. Kings don't defend their decisions to peasants. CEOs don't justify their choices to entry-level employees. When you refuse to defend, you communicate that your accuser lacks the authority to put you on trial. Let's explore real-world applications. In the workplace, if a colleague questions your methods publicly, don't launch into explanations. Simply say the results speak for themselves and move on. In relationships, if someone tries to guilt-trip you, don't defend your choices. State your position once and refuse to revisit it. In social settings, if someone tries to embarrass you, smile and say nothing or deliver a calm, cutting response that ends the conversation. But here's the crucial ethical boundary. This strategy works against manipulators, bullies, and those acting in bad faith. It doesn't apply to genuine concerns from people who deserve respect and explanation. A good boss asking for clarification, a partner expressing hurt feelings, or a friend seeking understanding. These situations require communication, not power games. The psychological impact on others is profound. When you refuse to defend, people start seeing you differently. They perceive mystery, strength, and confidence. They begin to question their own assumptions. Your silence becomes more powerful than any explanation could be. You transform from someone who can be attacked to someone who shouldn't be. Practice this mindset shift. You don't owe explanations to everyone who demands them. Your time, energy, and attention are precious resources. Don't spend them on people who come with accusations instead of questions, attacks instead of curiosity. Let your actions, results, and character speak louder than your words ever could. Here's your action plan. Identify situations where you typically over-explain or defend yourself. Practice strategic pauses before responding. Develop 3 to 5 deflection phrases that feel natural to you. Remember, the goal isn't to be cruel or dismissive to everyone, it's to maintain power with those who would strip it away. Machiavelli's wisdom endures because it reveals an uncomfortable truth. In many interactions, power matters more than being right. When you stop defending yourself, you stop giving others permission to judge you. You reclaim your authority, your frame, and your power. The strongest response is often no response at all.